Would you start again with that, with the what had happened? You were marching.
Right. George Wallace had come to the University of Cincinnati to speak. And I had had a friend who had been talking about standing up against these people who were racist and who denied people in their states the vote and who were working to try to reinstate segregation. And so I looked down the hill so all these people were going into this, into the place where Wallace was speaking, George Wallace was speaking, who was the governor of Alabama at the time. And I looked down off this hill and my friend was marching with about 20 other people in a circle at the bottom of this hill, singing, very quietly singing "We Shall Overcome" and other freedom songs. And so I decided I needed to go down and march with them. So I was telling the kids that I was very self-conscious and embarrassed because friends were hooting and so on, and I went down and was smoking and was trying to act as tough as I could, and this guy came over, this friend of mine, this black guy came over and said, "Throw the cigarette away." People were shouting at me. I started shouting back and he said, "Turn around and look forward and don't reply. So you're going to march in this line, you're going to act, you're not going to act like them. You're not going to return bad words or hatred or scorn or any of that sort of stuff on those people. You're going to love them. You're going to march and you're going to sing this song." That's why, in order to be able to march in that line, which was very, very embarrassing, because my friends were on the hillsides, in order to march in the line, I had to act like the people who were marching in the line, which was for peace.
So were your friends against it?
Well, some of them were, yeah. So it got in the news, and people called who were customers of my father's bookstore, and they canceled their accounts, some of them. And my mother told me that had happened. My dad was losing business because of that. So about a week passed, and I was walking into the living room. My dad was sitting in this red chair where he used to sit. He'd read the Bible and read the newspaper every night. And I asked him about it, and he said, "Yeah, we've had some accounts that have been canceled." And I could tell that they were wealthy people, and it was not easy for him to lose that business. But he said, you don't understand that if you believe in this, you need to go back out there and do it again. So he was willing to lose business. And it wasn't something he believed in. He didn't believe in the marching and stuff at that time. But he's never said a word about it. That was a lesson for me. I still remember him sitting in that chair.